Welcome back to NZ Caravan Life. This week we leave Franz Josef and head towards the township of Haast with a night stopover at the Paringa Freedom Camp. One of our pit stops was at Lake Matheson, famous in New Zealand for its mirrored lakes.
Facilities here, nice cafe.
And go for the red stripes again.
Oh yeah.
Another one of Chris's favourite activities, crossing the suspension bridge over the water. Luckily, it's not that high. But he probably still crossed with his eyes closed, holding on.
There was lots of tannin in the water. The river was pretty empty, and the locals tell us it's really unusual for this time of year.
Lake Matheson has a walkway going around the lake, which takes approximately an hour and a half going through its ancient forest.
Oh, looks like there's ripples on it.
We weren't up early enough this morning to experience the mirrored lake. The best we got was ripples. Our next stop was at Bruce Bay, where Winnie loved to roll in the sand, as all dogs do. The wild, windswept beach of Bruce Bay is littered with driftwood and boasts a population of 6 permanent residents. Creek is an example of a swamp forest and is definitely worth a stopover, providing you like to do the sandfly slap.
The dolphins out there.
Privileged enough to see some hector dolphins swimming in the surf. And the odd shag preening itself. The dark water comes from the tannins in the water. So here we are parked up at the Paringa Freedom Camp, also home to the Salmon Farm.
Good shot.
Beautiful.
The car was going across the Paringa River.
Not something you can see every day.
But again, the sandfly slap meant we could only stay for one night. The next morning, we packed up and left to go to Haast, but before we arrived, we have a few more pit stops to make along the way. Before arriving in Haast, we stopped off at Lake Paringa. It's a tranquil place to rest, picnic, camp, swim, fish and board. Ice extended from the mountains to fill the Paringa Valley and the lake bed some 14,000 to 20,000 years ago. Lobes of glacial ice reached the sea from the Mahatahi River in the north to the Lake Mareki in the south, scouring along the line of the Alpine Fault and other valleys. Our next stop is Knight's Point, which has been uplifted from the sea 1 to 2 metres at a time by many past earthquakes. We set up at Honey and Gift Shop. All the pop fees were donated to the local St. John's. So Haast is a little township that was first set up for the Works Department as they built the highway over the Haast Pass. Haast Pass linked the west coast to Otago. The next day we all headed out towards the stunning Haast beach on our bikes along the Kokako cycleway. weaving our way through the native bush. The track itself is only 5.5 kilometres long each way and a nice easy ride. Noticing footprints on the sandy beach from the birds. Chris and Marty couldn't help themselves and took a detour onto Neil's Beach for some four-wheel driving, while Julie and I tried out the cool waters for a paddle. Deciding not to swim that day, we headed on towards Jackson's Bay. Along the drive were some stunning views to take in. We had to stop for lots of photo opportunities. Arriving in Jackson's Bay for the famous fish and chips. Sadly, we'd overlooked the sign at the beginning of the ride saying the shop closed at 3 p.m, so no fish and chips for us that day. With hungry bellies, we decided to do the 20-minute walkway which weaves through natural bush down to a rocky shore at Ocean Beach. The beach is great for kids and big kids, allowing them to explore tidal pools on the lovely beach at low tide.